people of Earth. It is not the beliefs of Scientology that we take issue with.
They called them the loyal officers. They were there to protect the populations and so forth. And they had elected a fellow by the name of Xemu, could be spelled X-E-M-U, to the supreme ruler. And they were about to unelect him. And he took the last moments he had in office to really goof the floof. The Roman Catholic Church, somewhere along the line, through watching the dramatizations of people, picked up some little fragments of R6. Somebody, somewhere on this planet, back about 600 BC, found some pieces of R6. I don't know how they found it, either by watching Mad Men or something, but since that time they have used it, and it became what is known as Christianity. The man on the cross. There was no Christ.
It is the many abuses of Scientology that we are fighting. Professor Emeritus Robert Goff put it perfectly when he said,
I think that the protections that we enjoy for freedom of worship exist so long as we don't step over the line. When religious worship and belief cross over into things like fraud, victimization of others, into the disruption of the political arena, that protection is no longer appropriate.
Scientology's abuses are many, including a forced abortions policy, punishing members for many years in their prison work camps, which they call the Rehabilitation Project Force.
One night, Yvonne and I were asleep, and there was a knock on the door, and 2 security guards were there, and they took me away and to the prison camp.
Whitfield says that while she was in the RPF, she lived in the garage of the church-owned Fort Harrison Hotel, ate scraps, and worked at hard labor up to 12 hours a day. Dennis Ehrlich claims that for one 10-day period, he was actually put under lock and key in the boiler room of the Fort Harrison Hotel.
In the middle of one of the rooms was a chicken wire enclosure with a door that had a lock on it, and I was placed in there, and the lock was put on the door.
Former Sea Org member Lawrence Wollersheim won a multi-million-dollar judgment against the church. An appeals court judge wrote that while in the RPF, Wollersheim had been forced to undergo a strenuous regime that lasted 19 hours a day. When he tried to escape the RPF, the judge wrote, several Scientology members seized Wollersheim and held him captive.
They censor the phone calls. You're not allowed to speak to anyone who's critical. There was no way for anyone to reach me.
The disconnection policy that keeps families apart.
If you leave without permission, they declare you a suppressive person, and they make your family and all your friends, anyone in Scientology who knows you, they make them disconnect from you.
And the fair game policy that dictates that any action by a member that they feel is to protect Scientology is sanctioned. Anyone deemed an enemy of Scientology, quote,
may be deprived of property or injured by any means by any Scientologist without any discipline of the Scientologist. The enemy may be tricked, sued, or lied to, or destroyed. Signed, L. Ron Hubbard, founder.
Unquote.
Hubbard's policy was, as long as you're with us, we'll leave you alone. But if you speak out against us, we're going to dog you and ruin you and destroy you. And that's exactly what they keep trying to do.
Why does the U.S. government continue to allow Scientology tax-exempt status?
Why have no investigations been started by the U.S. Congress?
The IRS?
Or the FBI?
Why has the U.S. media not investigated and reported more?
Where is the Edward R. Murrow of our age, with the guts to bring the story to the American public?
The evidence of Scientology's wrongdoing is overwhelming.
It can be found all over the internet.
And in books.
So many ex-members have spoken out.
The personnel stories are both moving
and upsetting.
Scientology.